Howdy, folks. Howdy. Hope you're well. I haven't updated the teams yet, so I'll get onto that. Hull haven't swapped teams with Saints, so yeah, let me update the squads. You'll hear them. If you don't already know them, you'll be hearing them for the first time as me. I'll get the poll up actually so people can at least vote on that. We'll get that sorted. Oh, and also some other news. Only small news, but it's some other news coming as well. Give me a second. So, winners are the St Helens and Castleford. St Helens and Wakefield. Hope everyone's well anyway. Good to see some of the regulars here nice and early. Good yapper. Unfortunately, there's no live footage, but I'll be doing my best with commentary. If you can't hear, I'm not a commentator. I just kind of do it because I know some people can't watch the games. But yeah, feel free to stick around. If you don't want to, that's fine. Wigan and Castleford or Wigan and Wakefield. Alright, poll is up. Let me know your thoughts. Have you seen Ratchford's retiring? I've not. But it's fair enough. He was getting on a bit now, sports wise. No offence, but why are you double streaming this? Wakefield and Castleford is dead set on. No, it's 2 games at once, but very big game. I mean, I get you, Alex, but I just want to cover all bases. It's a Rugby League channel. It's not it's not specifically a big game channel. I'm doing well, Fred. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hope you're well, sir. You got Wigan or Saints? I've backed Wigan, but wouldn't be surprised if Saints get it done. I've backed Wakefield as well in the other one. So yeah, the squads aren't up yet. Well, they are up. I just need to update them properly. So let me get onto that. Still got about 11 minutes to go. That's plenty of time. And then I'll just get onto the quick bit of news. Sammy Snake, why are you sending me that stuff? God, you're so silly, you lad. You're so silly. Okay, start with St Helens squad first. A lot of S's there. Okay, starting line up for St Helens. As I update this. So, they have Sailor, Felt, Robertson, Percival, Cross, Lomax, and who I only found out the other day, by the way, that he's actually going back to Australia, which I had no idea. Wormsley, Clark, Lees, Batchelor, have I spelled that correctly? Batchelor, yes. Whitley, and Wellesby is playing at 13. I kind of like that. I'll talk about that in a little bit, actually. I kind of like it. I'll go into why in a bit. I kind of like it. Surinam, Bell, Passy, and Burns. And then 18th man is Whitby. I kind of like it. Let's get over to Wigan. Wigan Warriors. Again, I'll get back to the chat in a second. I just can't see it. I've got this to sort out. But at least Saints can bring a strong team to this one, because I think Wigan will as well. We'll see. Field, Eckersley, Kieran, Wardle, and Marshall. French at 6, Smith at 7. Harvey Hill is starting with O'Neill, Byrne, Walters, Farrell, and Ellis. The bench is Havard, Thompson, Sember, and Leeming. 18th man is Dupree. Let's get this saved and uploaded so that's official. Right, there you go. There's the official squads in the other game. I'll get to the chat real quick, and then I'll sort out the other team list. Confirm me, Rob. I read that we're going to missing Patrick Mago and Adam Kieran. Is that true? Well, there you go. Mago, yes. Kieran, no. There you have it. Dagnall feels like a big miss, but Cross is reliable, so that's not too bad. That's all good. Plus 40 to Wigan, full strength versus very weak. And I don't know if I agree with that, Alex. I mean, Wigan might be comfortable in this one, but it's a strong Saints lineup there. Rapinoe retiring, obviously, hasn't been amazing this season for us, but like, what a career for the bloke. One of all-time NRL wingers, in my opinion. Possibly, stats-wise, I think he's up there stats-wise. Not like right to the top, but a decent number of tries, at least. See you later, Kieran. Hey, oh, Kieran's at the game, isn't he? I'm assuming. What's your kit tonight, Kieran, if you're still here? All I know, he's on the tee of the Saints. That's all I know. He's got tattoos. Normally wears a vest. If Saints win, I might cry from happiness 50% of the way to the Shield. All for Finn to come flying in and ruin the day. Got Barron out for Sunday, couldn't write it. Oof, oh dear. Oh dear. And I'll get the team list up for the other game. I know what you mean, Alex. Like, I do get what you mean. It's like, why not focus on one? It makes sense, and I used to kind of do that anyway, as I'd pick which game I'd prefer to watch, but just thought I wanted to increase the viewership here, so it made sense doing all games, and we could just talk about both, really. But I do get you. Castleford was the other one. Nearly forgot who was playing then. I've seen some of the signings that Cass have made in the last few days. Decent signings. I wasn't that blown away by Blake Taff. Like, I'm not that blown away by it, only because I don't know what they plan to do with Tex Hoy. What do they plan to do with Atkin? I don't know what they plan to do there, so that's the bit that confuses me with that one. But Semi Valame, solid, reliable, you know, plenty of NRL experience, still quite young and relatively inexperienced to a lot of others, but still fairly reliable. And was it Michele Ravalawa was the other one, I think? Plenty of experience in the NRL. Powerful winger. That Mike Acebo type player. Maybe not quite on his level, but he's that kind of player anyway. So for Castleford, they have Hoy, Tate, Wood. They have Lewis Senior, Wallace, Assey, Atkin, Stimson, Horn, Lawler, Simbikin, Mellor, and Westerman. The bench is Singleton, Griffin, Hall, and Rob, and then 18th man is Mustafa. Hoy, Tate, Wood, Senior, Wallace, Assey, Atkin, Stimson, Horn, Lawler, Simbikin, Mellor, Westerman, Singleton, Griffin, Hall, Rob, Mustafa. There we go. Sorted. Wakefield. Let's be having you. Okay, final one to put in. We've got about 4 minutes to go, so I need to sort out the channels. I know, pretty sure Saints Wigan's on Sky Sports Plus HD. Pretty sure, which is good. So I might be able to get the other game up on, or both, on my screen and PC. My headphones in still at the moment. Okay, Wakefield is Rourke, Wormsley, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman, Leno, McMeekin, Hood, Cozza, Staunton, Nicotimo, hit. Bench is Griffin, Tony, Smith, and Fartilli. 18th man is Jowett. Rourke, Walmsley, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman, Leno, McMeekin, Hood, Cozza, Staunton, Nicotimo, Pitts, Griffin, Tony, Smith, Fartilli, Jowett. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's get this saved. Okay, right. Apologies for not being as organised, as clear-cut, but we are all almost sorted. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to have to get the Saints Wigan game on my PC and then use Sky Sports Plus on my TV for the other game. I'm going to have sound on the Saints Wigan game, though. I'm going to give that the priority of sound, at least. So let's mute that. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Thoughts on Dufty and King staying? Happy with the first one staying. Couldn't really be bothered about the other one. Okay. All right then, folks. Very, very close to getting underway. Players coming out in both games. Okay then. I think qualification of being a cheerleader is to be pretty. That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if I should answer that. I don't think that's a qualification, but it tends to work out that way. Okay. So then, folks, we are underway with Cass versus Wakefield. That is now underway. So Castleford Tigers in possession up towards their own 20. Next carry just down the left edge with Lawler up towards the 30 for Cass. Oh, there's one final thing I need to do. Right, sorted. There we go. And in the other game, we are underway. Thanks, Alex. Such a flirt. And Alex Walmsley with the first carry for St Helens. So Saints on their own 10 at the moment. This carry from Lees up towards the 20, but is dragged back a few metres by 3 defenders. Walters, Byrne, and Hill, I think that is, pushing him back. Good defence there from Wigan. Over in the other game, Cass have a scrum. Clark at dummy half. Up towards the 20, now with Alex Walmsley. Oh, a few extra meters there. Plays about 25 out from his own try line. Stream's buffering, that's great. Love to see it. Nice. I've never been happier. Never been so happy in my life. Okay. Well, I didn't get to see some of that. That's great. Well, we've got a bit of a scrap going on. Let's see, it was Eckersley with a carry, high shot from Lomax, I guess. Possibly high shot. Well, early scrappage. Back over to the other game. Last tackle for Cast, they are 30 metres out, 2.5 minutes gone. Right to Hoy, chips the ball towards the back right. Decent turnout from the Wakey fans. Few bounces collected by Rourke, a metre in front of the try line. Under a bit of pressure now, Wakey. Can they work the ball at their own end? We'll see. Cass just needs to be disciplined here. So a bit of work for Wakefield to do. Over onto the other game. Saints were just over 2 minutes gone. Clark right at centre field. Next carry through centre field from Matty Lees up towards the 30. Great territory for Saints now. To add some early points possibly. And by in centre field, pops it up to Wormsley on his left, up towards the 20. 2.5 minutes gone to third tackle. Wellsby at 13. I do like it. He's kind of got that stocky-ish build. Powerful runner. Knows how to move the ball cleanly. So I think that could actually work. That could work. Percival cutting back towards the middle though. Gets an offload to Wormsley. Carries it straight up. Stop 5 metres out. Last tackle, 3 minutes gone. Great chance for Saints. Clark, left of the sticks, goes right to Wellsby. Kicks the ball through. Collected by, I think that's O'Neill. Tackled in goal. Goal line dropout for Wigan. And we got a quick stoppage in both. Get him back to the chat. Hill will work out the bigger derby next season. Okay. Super League Raw, mate. Have a great show, mate. It would be good to have you on the phone in at 10:15 p.m. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'd be done by then. I think. I should be. I'll try and get over. If I'm done, I'll try and get over. Once it's all done. And this stream's buffering again. That's splendid. Really happy about that. Never been happier in my life. So let's go with... Who should we go with right now? Wakefield in great territory at the moment. 10 metres out. Next carry from Pitts through centre field is going to be stopped about 5 or 6 metres out. Between the sticks. Saints in good territory as well. Wellsby almost through. Ball over the top in the Wakefield game. Johnstone in the corner. Puts the ball down. I'm trying to keep an eye on both, but that's definitely a try for Wakey. Well, they're going to check it, so it's not definitely a try. But Saints are very close. On-field decision is a try. Video ref will check. Saints almost put into touch. It's all happening. It's all going on. But we'll see the video ref in the Wakey game. Possible try for Wakey. Last tackle kick towards the back right corner. Felt possibly taken out. Penalty for Saints. And breathe. Let's have a look at the video ref on this one. So it went out the back to Truman. I think they're checking obstruction here. The grounding from Johnstone is good. Right, well that looks like it's going to be a try for Wakefield. I'll sort out the points in a second because this is close for Saints. This is very close. Lomax, left to Wellsby. Over the top, so much room. Oh my god, so much room. How's that happened? Acres of space. How's that happened? That is very unlike Wigan to allow that much space on the edges. I need to see that one again, but that's try for Wakey, try for Saints. Let's have a gander. Wants to buffer again. For God's sake, it was a great ball over the top from Truman, by the way. Mate, this keeps buffering. It's getting on my nerves. Let's start with the conversion for Lino first. See how he gets on. Kick from Lino doesn't look good, and it's no good. So Wakefield will have a 4-0 lead. Felt to add the extras in the other. And it's no good. So that is Saints and Wakefield both with a 4-0 lead. Let's have a look. Damn, there's a lot of space there. Wakefield starting the onslaught today. Cass won't be able to keep up. We will see. You just never know with Cass. You just never know. Mostly you know, but sometimes. I think that's the first time Wigan have ever been punished for obstruction. Obstruction like that happens every single time. Well, well, well. It doesn't help that this stream keeps buffering. It's kind of annoying. But I guess I just have to deal with it. Okay then. So I will go with Cass in possession currently. 15 out from their own try line. Texhoy at dummy half. Nearly 8 minutes gone. In both games. Very close on the timer for me. I might be slightly behind on the Saints game, by the way. Slightly behind. Cass up to their own 30. Now 8 minutes gone. Third tackle. Over in another game, Jay Field returns the ball up towards his own 30. What do you mean, Alex? Have I missed something? Did I say something that you're responding to? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, lad. Confused. Confuddled. In centre field, Wigan have possession. You're like 10 seconds behind. All right. Well, it's not as bad as normal. But there's a mistake from Wigan. They turn over the ball in midfield from Cade Ellis. Saints will have possession close to the halfway line. 8 minutes 45 seconds on the clock for me in the Saints Wigan game. 8 minutes 48 seconds on the clock in the other game. Switching over, Wakefield in possession. Wormsley is going to play this on his own 40. And Wakey going down the left edge now. Up towards Casford's 30. Last tackle. Oh, sorry, that's the halfway line. My bad, pimp. Lino puts boot to ball on the last, kicks left of the post. Texhoy goes up, collects cleanly. Rourke was in the way there to disrupt the catch. But Texhoy takes it cleanly. And casting their own 20. Next carry from Tate. Over the 20. In centre field, left to Wallace. Now up to the 30. Saints in good territory though. With a fresh set. Nearly 10 minutes gone. Mbai on his left to Batchelor. Push back a metre or two. 40 metres out. 3 more tackles to go. Clark down the left edge. Back towards the middle with Moses Mbai. Pops up to Wormsley on his right. Cass with a great bit of movement down the right-hand side here. All the way up to the 30. Bit of a break. Good metres. Last tackle. 10 minutes gone. Back towards the middle. Now with Atkin. Chips the ball right at the post. Rourke is there, so is Assy. Assy tackles him in the air, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. It wasn't given as a penalty, though. Surprisingly. Interesting. So Wakey on their own 20. Wigan also on their own 20 as well. Just over 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes 40. O'Neill on his right to Farrell. Eating up a few more metres. Fourth tackle coming up for Wigan. Next carry from Hill. Wormsley gets a hold of him, slams him to the ground. Last tackle, 11 minutes on the clock. Out the back to Smith. Kicks from his own 30. That's a solid defensive set from Saints there. Almost out in the full. Almost. Also could have been a 40-20. It was with Felt. Up towards the 20. He's brought down by Walters. Wardle and Ellis both there to help him out. Does Wormsley ever get tired? Doesn't feel like it. He's doing multiple carries per set. Always does a good minimum 25 minutes, it seems, every game. And that's like playing it safe. So normally a good 30-35 minutes. Over in another game, Cass up towards Wakey's 40. Would be interesting if Cass get a response pretty soon. 30 metres out, last tackle, short side left to Assey. Kicks towards the back left corner. Rourke underneath it. Goes up. Knocks the ball on. 5 metres out from the try line. Turns over possession to Cass. Well, they get a penalty for something. Well, it's their ball anyway. 12 minutes gone. Player taken out late or something, or escorting. Not sure. Not too sure. Anyway, kick towards the back left. Same as in the other game. It's going to bounce once. French is there to push it over the dead ball line. Maybe. And it's going to be a goal line dropout from Wigan. They're under a bit of pressure here. Under a bit of pressure. Okay. Cass, only 10 metres out. Make that 4 or 5. Cass going to respond soon. Horn just left of the posts. Shoots it left to Assey. Across to Atkin. Ooh, tries to get across to Wallace. Might have been touched by a Wakey player. Referee says it was knocked on by somebody from Wakefield, so that's going to be another fresh set for Cass. Saints just need to dive as soon as contact's made. Get it done. So Saints with a fresh set, 13 minutes on the clock, 40 metres out. So we've got a scrum for Cass 10 metres out. Saints are 40 metres out. Saints already had 6 play the balls in Wigan's 20, none the other way. I'll start with the scrum first for Cass because they're so close. Right to Atkin. Steps off his right foot. That's a great step. Is that a try? He's confident. That was well done from Atkin. That was well done. That's a hell of a step. He's caught a bunch of them out. That's a Kalen Ponga step right there from Atkin. Come on, lad. Who knew it was in his locker? We know. We now know. Atkin is Kalen Ponga. Kind of. Not quite. Maybe a little bit. Switching over to the other game. Short side left to Mosin by. Chips the ball towards the back left. Sailor goes up, but so does Field. Maybe tackled in the air. Well done, Atkin. That was a great try. Eckersley with the next carry. Under a lot of pressure. He's stopped. Inches in front of the try line. Nearly in goal. Gets to play this. Just in front of the try line. I was wrong. You were right. Looks like Cass try. No more stupid comments today. It happens, Jonathan. It happens to the best of us. There we go. So Wigan's still under a bit of pressure right now. This will likely be 6-4 for Cass, actually. And penalty for Wigan. I can hear it. I didn't see it, but I can hear it. So it is likely going to be 6-4. It's 4-4, but Assey has a conversion right in front of the post, so that should be cool and groovy in a second. Just confirm this before switching over. Come on, Dejan. Nothing silly here. 15 minutes gone. Nothing funky. Keep it calm. Keep calm. It is good. There we go. So all the games frozen again. That's great. I have to keep refreshing it, but it's all good. So Wigan only about 35 metres out, shifting it right with Bevan French, chips the ball towards about right on the 4th tackle. Fairly well placed towards the touchline. Cross is stopped just in the field of play, I think. Almost a dropout. That would have been huge for Wigan because they need to get that territory back. Percival in the next carry, stopped 5 metres out. Sailor at dummy half. Hands it off to Felt. Saints only up towards their own 10 on the 3rd tackle, now coming up. Oh, Richard. What a guy. What a guy. You know what that means, folks. Thank you very much, Richard. That is very kind of you, sir. Have a great weekend. All the best to you, Richard. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. You know what? Have a great life. Kinetic Rugby League wishes you all a great life. Some people are like, nah, have a great day. I want every day to be great. Spread the word. Back to the rugby. We will go with Cass because they're actually in good territory again. 20 metres out down the left-hand side. Lewis Senior is dragged into touch. Good defence there from Scott. Was that Scott and somebody else? Getting him into touch. Good work there from Wakey. Well done. So I can switch back over. Stoppage in that game. Bevan French. Darting around. It's now with Farrell up towards the 20. He's brought down by Clark and one other. Didn't see who it was. That is Wellesby. In centre field now with Ellis. Out the back to Smith. Out the back to Field. Pops it up to Wardle. Now 15 metres out. Nearly 17.5 minutes gone. Last tackle for Wigan. Probably don't need to force anything here. Just a kick to the corner. And there will kind of be across the sticks. Ooh, Kieran goes up. Possibly knocks on. Referee's going to say it's a goal. Not goal and dropout. Sorry. 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set for Saints. They'll tap and go. I think Percival definitely got a touch on that one, but could have been worth a check. Just to see which way it goes, but not too bothered about it. So Saints with a 7 tackle set. We'll see what they can do on this set. There's a knock on in the other game for Wakey. That's 2 now. It might have been more. $18 minutes gone. Another mistake for Wakey. They've got to be careful here. They've got to be careful. And they're also the other team in my bet. Leeds managed to win by at least 22 or 23 yesterday, thankfully. I need Wakey to win by 19, I think. I need to check it. So scrum for Cass 30 metres out. Saints are 25 metres out. Down the short side right, Sailor to Wellesby. Pops up to Whitley. 10 metres out. Sailor at dummy half. Over on the right-hand side of the field. Wellesby is not looking good right now. Last tackle in by. Kicks towards the back right corner. And he's going to be tackled a metre in front of the try line. I didn't really see... I wasn't able to pay attention to Smith that much then. I saw him put his back to somebody, but I didn't notice it too much. I wasn't paying attention to that, Alex. Cass right in front of the sticks. They go left to Westerman. Spins. Offloads it to Mellor. Scanning. The defensive line. He's going to go himself. Stop 9 metres out. Going to play this right at the post. Last tackle. Short side right to Simbikin. Kicks the ball through. 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set. Not the play you want on the last tackle. Surely, you make sure a halfback is able to make that kick, or you just tell him to run the ball in and turn over the ball inside the 10, surely. Anyway, St. Helens have possession on their own 30, 20 minutes gone in both, so the first quarter's done for the day. Up towards the 40, Felt will play this for Lomax. Smith, maybe not happy about something. Get back in the line, Farrell, lad. Get back in the line. Oof, big hit then from O'Neill onto Percival on the 40. Next carry from Passy. Gets an offload as well to Clark. Now Wells being centre field, right to Lees. Over the halfway line. Ooh, almost tipped on the horizontal by Smith there. Very close. 2 more tackles to go. Cass are stuck inside their own 10 right now, so stick with this one. Coming up towards the 40. Last tackle for St Helens. And they're back to him by. Kicks towards the back left. Not a great kick. Plenty of height, not much distance though. It's not great. Bounces once. Knocked on by Cross. Collected by French. That is a knock on as well. First knock on from St Helens. They turn over the ball on Wigan's 30, roughly. 20 or 30. Last tackle, mate. Last tackle, Casa kicking from behind their own 20. Collected by John Stone, up towards halfway. Damn. Next carry from Scott down the right edge. Inside Cass territory. Wakey's going to be in good field position here on the back of this set, as long as they can complete it. McMeekin with a strong carry up towards Castleford's 30. Wigan on halfway right now, but I'll stick with Wakefield. A Tony with the next carry. I like a Tony. I wouldn't mind him at Warrington. We're not going to get him. Did he sign an extension? Does anyone know if he signed an extension? I think he did recently. I'm not too sure. Truman shifting down the right edge. Bit of space to work with. Switches back to Scott. Takes it over the 10. Right at the post. Last tackle. 22 minutes gone. Left to Lino. Chips the ball through. That's taken the full by Atkin. That is nicely done. Bit of room to run as well. Over the 10. Good return from Atkin up towards the 20. And this Kalen Ponga. Look at him go. Look at him go. Don't tell me it's not. And then the next carry up towards Wakefield's 40. Castle looking alright. Tate with the next carry. Westerman, 20 metres out, gets an offload to Horn. Offloads it to Stimson. He takes a carry just short of the 10. Saints on their own 40 right now, so I'll stick with Cass. 15 metres out, last tackle, 23 minutes on the clock. Left to Assey. Oh, if he just popped it up then, but there's still room down the left. Seeing it across to Wallace in the corner. Nice. There was 2 pretty decent options there for Cass. I thought they might have thrown it away. Technically did, because that's what a pass is. You're throwing the ball away. But you know what I mean. Could have been wide open. I think that was for Miller. So a late read, but it works out. Cass extend the lead. Look at them go. Who thought this was going to happen? 10-4 with a kick to come. I'll start with Atkin. What a guy. Switching over to Wigan in possession. Field skips past Lomax over the 40, up towards halfway. Over Saints 40. Now the 30. Stopped almost 20 metres out. Great run there from Field. It's with French down the right edge. Fakes the switch back. Goes himself. Pushes off Percival. Stops in the back right corner. Maybe into touch. He's dragged into touch. That's good defensive work from Saints to recover. And then Cross wants to scream in his face. Be careful, lad. Be careful. Be careful. So well done, Saints. Good scramble. Good scramble. So that game is stopped. Over to the other one. Assey with the kick from the touchline to make it 12-4. It's an important kick, this. It's a valuable kick. The kick is... Distance is good. Is it? No, it's no good. It's no good. All seriousness here, Cass win. I'm convinced we make it. Well, you might. Still got some tough games. The thing is, as well, with Salford looking a little bit better, at least a little bit better, if Warrington sniff the possibility of a playoff spot, because this is one that we needed, but, well, we kind of needed Huddersfield more last week. If there's anything that brings Warrington into it, then that makes it tougher in our game. I still don't think we're going to make it, but you know what I mean. Like, if the door's open, you know what I mean. So, Cats have possession on their own 10. 25.5 minutes gone. Horn at dummy half. And what happened in the other game? Percival, tip beyond the horizontal. That's a penalty for Saints. Silliness. You just can't do that. It's kind of against the rules, Adam. You just can't do that. Got this lovely glass of white rum. Tastes just like water. Right. Let's see. Saints, 26 minutes on the clock. 45 metres out, in behind centre field, right to Passy. Clark at dummy half. This stream, honestly. I'll stick with Saints for now. Saints and Wakey in decent territory at the moment. Left to Mbai. Out the back to Wellsby. Eating up more meters. Got half a break here. Across to... Cross. I always use the wrong words. A dolphin dive there from Tex Hoy. And a penalty for Cass. 27 minutes gone. What a guy. So, yeah, Wellsby with a bit of a break. Launched it across to Cross. And he can't keep hold of it. Almost. Very close. Very close. 27 minutes gone. Smith will play this on his own 20. And it's a penalty for Wigan. Oof. Smith wants a piece of Darryl Clark. He's not happy. He's not happy. Did you watch the NFL last night? I did not. I did not. I was meaning to, then I kind of just got stuck playing video games and chilling. I forgot about it. I saw the result. I watched some of the highlights. I need to finish them. It is now with Lawler right to Kalen Ponga, a.k.a. Chris Atkin. It is Chris, isn't it? I think it is. Marshall. They said Marshall with a break then. I thought it was Marshall. It wasn't. It was Farrell. And Semba, 5 metres out, left edge. Chucks it across the Wardle, steps. Wigan finally respond. I do need to kind of see a bit more of the build-up to that. I saw the end of it. It's kicking off again. Let's just all have a nice cup of tea. Let's get James Bentley in here, the Zen monk, to calm us all down. Just relax it, boys. Just relax it. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, hold for 4. And meanwhile... because I'm trying to calm these kids down. There's a try in the other game, which I've just straight up missed. But we'll see a replay, won't we? Cass are world class all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Easy break for Farrell. Stop 7 metres out. Let's look at this one, though. And the back to Assy. Under a bit of pressure, comes off a Wakey player from the kick. Still live ball, offloads back to Mellor, kicks from the 20. Like, why not? Tate spins, offloads to Wood, in the corner. Look at him go. Look at him go. It's not like Wakefield you need to fight for playoffs or anything like that. Just if you're not aware. We're getting simultaneous tries here. So it's going to be 14-4 for Cass. With a kick to come, of course. And 4-4 Saints versus Wigan. Okay, Richard. Okay. You do you, pal. You do you. You do you. Right, checking for conversions. Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Sounds like a new name. If it's your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Kicks from both near the touchline. Looks like Assie's going to go first. And the kick for Cass is... Jesus, that's no good. Castleford are winning. It is 14-4. So switching over. And the kick from Smith to give Wigan the lead is... I'm not sure. Maybe no good? Yeah. It's close. It's close, but it's no good. So it is St. Helens 4, Wigan 4. And it's 14-4 in the other game. Back underway in the other game first. That's game, ain't it? I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. There's a lot of quality in that Wakey side. I'm not sure. Not sure. I wouldn't give up on Wakefield just yet. And this is Castleford. So let's just hold on. Let's hang fire. Both games back underway. O'Neill in centre field hands it off to Havard on his right. Is it Havard? I think it is. O'Neill then hands it off to Ellis, through centre field over the 30. Now 35 out from his own try line. Last tackle for Cass. There's a kick from Tex Hoy. Plenty of spin on this one. Could be tricky for Rourke. Collects it cleanly over his own 30. Under pressure. That's a great tackle from Simbikin. So again, most of you will know. Cass have a shorter pitch, so the gap between the 40 and 30 is not 10, but I'm still going to refer to the lines as 30 and 40. And there's going to be a penalty for Wakey. And we've got something going on in the other game. Just missed it. Okay, penalty for Wakey. What happened here? So knock on from Saints in their own territory? They are bottling it, ain't they? Well, so far, Stephen, yeah. So far. So knock on from Sailor, tackle from French. I think he has the right to tackle in there because he's just touched it. Hey, this stream. We're going to have a scrum. Wakey, right in front of the try line. Short side left to Truman. Alabat to Rourke. Not much room to work with here. Steps back inside. He's going to play this a metre out from the try line. Third tackle. 33 on the clock, back towards the middle with Truman. On his right to a Tony. Back over the 10. Wakefield and Wigan in good territory here, so I'm going to keep an eye on both. Wakey 10 metres out. Shifting it right. Lino switches back to Staunton over on the right side of the field. Same with Wigan. They go short side right. Smith will go himself. He is stopped a metre short. Walters in the other game stopped 2 or 3 metres short. And it's a handover for Wakefield to Cass inside their own 10 right now with a bit of work to do. Wigan, well, it's French in possession. He's going to play this in front of the right post, 2 metres out. O'Neill in front of the right post. On the fourth tackle, goes right to Smith. Right to field. Tries to step back inside, but Mbai wraps him up. There's a good tackle there from Mbai. Last tackle for Wigan. Kieran over on the right hand side of the field, back towards the middle with Smith. Kicks cross field. And Sember is there. And Sember collects it, offloads behind his head. Collected by Marshall. Steps. Dives over Wigan. They take the lead. A lot of early pressure from Saints. They marched up the field. They had plenty of sets. Down Wigan's end of the field. And suddenly, not too long later, Wigan have the lead. They're just getting that territory. They're making them pay. There we go. Wigan with an 8-4 lead with a kick to come. I'm going to give them the conversion because I reckon they'll get it. So I'll say 10-4. But it's not confirmed yet. But just so I don't have to keep changing it, I'll kind of assume whether they get it or not. If it's near the touchline, I'll just wait. Okay, over to the other one. Wakefield, only 10 metres out. 35 minutes gone. A Tony is going to be stopped in front of the left post. Smith launches it right to Truman. Across to Lino. Just pops up to Staunton. Almost. Who tackled him there? That's a great tackle, whoever that was. And then Smith. Oh, that's not Smith, it's Rourke goes himself. Is that all good? That's going to be checked. Could be a response from Wakey. Much needed response before the half. Try giving on field. Video ref will check. I don't have sound in that game, so I'm not too sure what's going on. But I guess I'll have a look at everything here. The pickup might have been a little bit dodgy. Possibly. I guess the pickup looks okay. Rourke fakes. Does he use him as an obstruction? I don't know. Grounding looks good from Rourke. That might be a try from Wakey. Much needed. But we'll see. See the kick from Smith first. Can he make it 10-4? Yes, he can. So it is officially 10-4 to Wigan. There's news. Wellesby. He's come off. Doctor spoke to him. He's fine. He's off for the minute. Walmsley's back on. Fine, but maybe not great. Okay. Well, there we go. There's your update. Thanks, Jenna. And the kick from Lino to make it 14-10 possibly. The kick from Lino is... It's good. So much needed points for Wakey. Much needed points. This game was really getting away from him. It's really getting out of hand. But Cass have looked good. They've looked alright. I forget what that means, Richard. PMSL. I forget what it means. You have to remind me. Oh, piss myself laughing, isn't it? Yes, that's it. That's it. I know it. I know it. I think it is anyway. Look at me just make stuff up. We'll stay with this one. Wakey in possession up towards the 40. 37 minutes on the clock and a penalty for Wakefield. They'll get a fresh set inside Cass territory. And in the other game, mistake from Saints. Oh, incorrect play the ball from Percival. I don't think there was any interference there. No, just incorrect play the ball. Turn over the ball to Wigan again. They can't keep doing this. I'm of the opinion with things like play the balls, as long as you've rolled it back with your foot, like you've rolled it back with some control, I don't mind if he then falls over. As long as the playing of the ball is clean, I don't really mind, but, you know, rules are rules and stuff. At least we've been fairly consistent with these rules, so I don't mind it. French down the right edge, 20 metres out, gets an offload to Kieran, cuts back towards the middle. Wigan will play this 15 metres out. Great chance for Wigan here. And a penalty for Wigan. Was there a high shot in there? Yes, there was. Well, they might as well go for two. 2.5 minutes to go. They might as well go for two. But if they tap and go, I don't mind it. I respect it if they don't... I respect it if they tap and go. Where's the high... I actually don't know where the high shot was. I didn't see it properly. I don't normally look out for that stuff. But penalty for Wigan, they will... I believe they're going for 2 here. Switching over to Wakefield. They are 20 metres out. Pratt is brought down. Left to centre field. Just over a minute to go. Wakefield. 15 metres out. Smith goes right to Lino. Engage the line out the back to Truman. Pops the ball up to Staunton down the right edge. Second tackle. Cass really don't want to concede it. They've done so well to start this game. Oh, that is good hands. Oh, that's going to be tricky. I'm on the fence about momentum. They're just going to keep slowing it down though, aren't they? Could be a try for Wakey. He was held. But there was definitely momentum. But is there enough momentum to justify that not being double movement? On-field decisions, no try, but the video ref will check. He was definitely held, but there was definitely momentum. Would it be a case of, does the referee, would the referee be able to have an opinion on whether he thought the player would get there regardless of the promoting of the ball? I don't know if that's a thing he can choose. I think they've just straight up said no try. I think. It's pretty quick on the check. Okay, no try. That's fair. That's fair. There was a bit of momentum in there, but there was obviously clear promotion. Who's your most hated player at the moment? Player that I hate? Or that I think is the most hated? So it was a... penalty was converted by Smith for Wigan. So it's going to be 12-4. I think I said 18-12 to Wigan as an exact score as well, by the way. That I hate? I don't think I hate anybody. I don't think... There's not a single player that I hate. I'm trying to think of NRL as well. No, I honestly don't think there is. So half-time, Saints versus Wigan. Oh, that's a long hooter. Jesus. Relax. Both games are half-time. Okay, there we go. So half-time, St. Helens 4, Wigan 12. And in the other game, at half-time, it is going to be Castleford Tigers 10, Wakefield Trinity. Well, Castleford Tigers 14, Wakefield 10. Interesting stuff. Early lead for Saints. They had plenty of territory. Quite a few play the balls inside the red zone. Wigan looked wide open defensively for the first try of the game. Excuse me. Damn. But yeah, there's a couple penalties in there. A few mistakes from Saints, which is an issue I talked about in my predictions video. That was my only issue. One of my issues with them was completion. So it is nice when I sometimes know what I'm talking about. Sometimes. But yeah, Wigan inside Saints territory have done some good stuff. They've looked quite elusive. Chucking the ball around. Not been that clean, but they've moved it around. Plenty of offloads. In the other game, Cass started really well. They moved the ball around quickly, quite cleanly, efficiently. Wakey, couple of errors in there. A few penalties as well. But Cass moved the ball around well inside their own half on top of it, so they ate up some good meters down the edges. Yeah, Wakefield do need to improve their completion a bit, but second quarter of the game, Wakefield improved, completed it. It felt like they completed at a higher rate. And, yeah. Wakefield are quick. Inside the red zone, they're I think they're one of the quickest teams when moving the ball around. They do look dangerous. They definitely executed better in the second quarter. Let's have a look at the chat then. Honestly, Alex, I actually can't think of somebody that I hate. No, I can't. Paul says Mikey Lewis. Okay, fair enough. Ref's been appalling in the Wakey game. I haven't really been able to notice that much. One of the issues with like watching both is I don't really get to see every fine detail, but I can like pick up on things a little bit. Please tell me the ref has been poor and it's not just me thinking it. I can't tell you. Others might have to. You can't stand Walters. Interesting. We will beat Cass. Do you reckon, Kellen? Do you reckon? Can't stand Castleford up the train. Mostly balanced, just a few weird things. Take care all. Thanks for stopping by, Richard. Thank you kindly. Refs having a shocker in the Wakefield game. Fair dues. Penalty kick was no high. I'd have to see it again. My initial thought was, I don't normally pay attention to high shots. I'm always looking at the ball. But there was an element to that where I thought it might have been high. Just kind of like noticed in my peripherals, kind of. Even though that's more that way. You know what I mean, though. It looked like it could have been high. Anyway. Break from Farrell, was that obstruction? I didn't see, honestly, Kieran. I can't comment. Then only watch one. I will continue to do what I want to do, Alex. Thank you very much. I appreciate the suggestion. Okay. Right, I need to sort something out. So just check something on my phone real quick, and then it's all good. You watched Super League when you were 9 years old and it was St. Helens versus Hull KR, but St. Helens lost. Wow. Saints, always been shocking, I guess. Sorry. Okay, right. Mini announcement. Nothing crazy, just a mini. A small announcement. Why is this? Why is that being weird? Why is that being weird? Okay. Right. Sorted then. There we go. I can finally announce. God. Second half prediction. Wakey come back and win. 28-20. And Wigan win 18-12. That's my exact score prediction for what I had anyway to begin with. Do you watch international rugby, for example, the Rugby Championship? I don't watch rugby as in rugby union, but for Rugby League I will be watching the Ashes, England versus Australia. I'll be at game 2, but I will also be watching the Pacific Championships if that's what you meant as well. So I do watch international. Okay, small announcement. Okay. In the chat, you will see a link. Memberships for Patreon are now live. So, I'll go through what the memberships are, what they mean, what they do, what's happening with them, so people are aware of what's going on. So, I'm going to be shifting memberships from YouTube over to Patreon. That way I can run things a little bit easier. I can contact people, I can get in touch with people, because there'll be actual proper perks that go with it. Because I know there's plenty of members currently on this channel, but right now it's just a badge that people get. I can't really do much else with it. It's hard to track and communicate with people. So that's all set up. So to go through the tiers and memberships and stuff, give me a second. Need a drink. So every tier involves all of these things, okay? So it's general support for the channel, access to exclusive members-only chats, access to exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, shout-outs on YouTube videos for new members, entry into members-only predictions leagues for both NRL and Super League, entry into members-only fantasy leagues for both NRL and Super League, and appearances on relevant YouTube videos and live streams that require members. If you have the lowest tier, which is the grassroots member, you get one automatic entry into each monthly giveaway that I will do. If you are the next tier, which is first grade, you'll get 2 automatic entries into the monthly giveaways. If you're on the next tier, which is the legend membership, you'll get 4 automatic entries. So it's the same kind of price increase, but you get a bonus entry. And if you're an immortal member, which is the highest membership, you get 10 entries into it, plus monthly YouTube or TikTok video requests as well. So you got 4 different tiers. It increases by entries into the monthly giveaways. Once I've got 10 active members, I'll start doing the giveaways, but I can start doing behind the scenes content as of like tonight if I wanted to. So that is now available. That is available to people. So once I've got 10 active members, I'll start doing giveaways. It'll be as simple as tickets or jerseys. I want to get to a point where I could like pay to send people to games. Like if they want to go to a Challenge Cup final, grand final, I could pay for hotel accommodation. I could pay for their transport there, pay for the tickets, pay for them to go to a nice restaurant as well. Like, I'd love to get to that point. That's well in the future, but I'd love to do stuff like that. Or send somebody to Australia to go watch a grand final or a State of Origin game. If we could get it to that point one day, fingers crossed, that'd be great. But we'll see. But the memberships are now live. I can't really do the leagues yet, 'cause it's like at the back end of the year, or fantasy, so they'll be set up to go for next year. But there's still other things that could be established in the meantime. Well, there you go. The link in the live stream chat, if you'd like to become a member, it is there. You do think Wakey will win for when Wakey get their versus KRM final? Maybe. Meant international teams like Springboks and All Blacks? No. The only time I watch any kind of international rugby is if there's just a game on and England's playing somebody. But Union doesn't really keep me hooked for that long. Does anyone think Saints are going to come back? Does anyone think that Wakey is going to come back? Is there anyone out there that thinks that that's going to happen? Anybody? And for subscribers, by the way, we're up to 11,656. If you've not subscribed, please do. And if you could leave a thumbs up on the stream, it helps it to get out there to more people. Thank you very much. Still hoping to spot Kieran at a game, though. I know he's there. I know he's lurking somewhere in the crowd. On the tee in Saints. He's there somewhere. Just can't prove it. He says he's there. But who knows with Kieran? He's a slippery bugger, isn't he? Oh, I need to get in touch with RL Commercial about his tickets. I need to get in touch with them. Forgot to do that. I was meant to do that on Monday. I'm trying to set a simple reminder on my phone, and it's like, I need to connect something. Are you taking the mic? Since when? Since when? Just set something in the calendar. What? Back underway anyway. Cass will kick to Wakefield towards the back left, almost over the dead ball line. And it's Fartilli with the first carry of the half. Wakefield in possession. Up towards the 20. Smith on his left to Tony. Now up to the 40. Smith down the short side left. Good meters here so far for Wakefield, up towards the halfway line already. Fourth tackle. Smith over on the left-hand side of the field, back towards the middle with Mike Meekin. Strong carry over halfway up towards the 40. Last tackle, Smith goes left to Truman. Ball pops out. And that's more mistakes from Wakey. More mistakes. This has not been good. This has not been good from Wakey. I expected better. Not good. Not good. We'll get back underway in the other game soon. Got a minute and a half gone. Castleford Tigers in possession down the left-hand side now with Mella inside Wakefield territory. 45 metres out. Westerman in centre field. Out the back to Atkin. Under pressure from Truman. Gets wrapped up. Two more tries for the Tigers and they're up. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, two more unanswered tries. They've probably got it in the bag. On the last tackle, Tex Hoy will kick towards the back right. Johnstone under a bit of pressure, goes up, collects cleanly. Simbakin gets hold of him, picks him up, drags him backwards. Saints will get us underway in a second. Kieran's in there somewhere. He's in there. I saw him. Not exactly, but I know he's in there. Rourke with a strong carry over the 20. Wellesby still on the bench for now. We've got a player now for Wakefield. That's Rourke. Slow to get up. And back underway in the other game. French will hand the ball off to Havard. He takes it over the 10. O'Neill then hands it off to Farrell. just short of the 20. Plays about 15 out from his own try line. O'Neill will then hand it off to Havard. Sorry, that's Walters on his left. Then switches back to Nsemba. Up towards the 30. 30 seconds gone. Fourth tackle coming up. O'Neill. Left to Ellis. Strong carry from Cade Ellis there up towards the 40 for Wigan. Out the back to Smith. Kicks from behind his own 40. Last tackle. This could be out in the full. Nearly collected by Felt down the left-hand side of the field. And Saylor takes it over the 20. Just short of the 30. Over to Cass. Moving the ball inside their own territory. Tex Hoy. Eating up to good meters. Gets an offload to Mellor. Cuts back towards the middle. Eating up more meters. Kicks towards the back left. Maybe too much weight on this one. Just too much weight. Good effort there from Cass. They're looking lively. They're looking pretty lively. Fair play. They're looking all right. Wakefield needs to step up their energy a bit. Need to complete sets as well. That'll be a huge help. Complete some damn sets, boys. Wells be back on? Not yet. Not yet. Who should I go with? Let's go with Wakey. They're in the best territory right now. 40 metres out. Nearly 5 minutes gone. So Wigan are on their own 30 on the third tackle. Wakefield 40 metres out. Fartilli in centre field up towards the 30. Fourth tackle. Smith on his right to McMeekin. Bumps off one, then has to surrender, I think. Last tackle for Wakefield in centre field. 20 metres out. Right to Lino. Chips the ball towards the back right. Walmsley looking to go up, but Rourke sneaks through. Where did he come from? Walmsley wanted it. A bunch of others wanted it, but Rourke was like, nah, you don't want it as much as me, pal. I'm taking this one. And he does. Strolls in. There we go. Josh Rourke with the try. It is now level. With a chance for Wakefield to take the lead for the first time. Maybe that might be for the first time. Very possibly. Cass needs to be careful in this second half. Need to be careful. You can't let Wakey get red hot here. You can't allow it. So Passy in possession for Saints. Up towards the 30. Gets a great offload there to Lomax. Eating up meters down the right edge. Across to Robertson. Wardle gets a hand on him and brings him down on the 30. Two more tackles to go for Saints. Over on the right edge of the field. Back towards the middle with him by. Hands it off to Sirinen on his left. Now 25 metres out. Last tackle for St Helens. Left to him by. Eating up some more meters. Left to Batchelor. Left to Percival. Kicks the ball through. French is there. The stream, it just buffered again. Have I just missed something? Yes, I have. That is a try for J Field. Percival just kicked the ball through. The stream just started buffering. I refreshed the page. Next thing I know, Field is on the 40 with a clean break. The kick's good, by the way, in the other game. Wakefield have the lead. So there was picked up by French, offloads it to Field. Plenty of room to run. And he's gone. I know Saylor's pretty quick, but even Saylor wasn't getting anywhere near him. People throwing bottles and stuff, you're an absolute piece of shit if you do that. If you chuck stuff, you're an absolute moron. Okay, 16-14 for Wakefield. This'll be 18-4 for Wigan. So no more points from Wigan for my exact score, please. Thank you. Great. Splendid. Couldn't be happier. J Field is now level with Lewis Martin for top try scorer. Fair play, mate. Fair play. I will go over to the other game. There's a kick on the last tackle from Wakefield. Collected by Wallace just in front of his own try line. And he's going to be stopped on his own 10. Just over 8 minutes gone in the second half for Wakefield versus Cass. Senior with a strong carry down the left edge. Up towards the 20. Second tackle, Assy. Hands it off to Mella. Cuts back towards the middle slightly. Makes a couple of metres. And the next carry from Wood. Now up towards the 40. Westerman. Right to centre field. Up towards the halfway line. Last tackle for Cass. Not a bad set here. It's been alright. A Burton bomb from Dejan Assy. Could be tough for Rourke. He takes it cleanly on his own 10. Well taken. And Rourke is stopped on the 20. 9 minutes gone in the second half for Cass vs Wakey. Mate, I've got indigestion. What's going on? Now up towards the 40. I think that's Pratt with the carry. Third tackle. Smith. Now with Fartilli. Up towards halfway. Switching over to Wigan. On their own 20. There's a scoop from Brad O'Neill. A few metres shy of his own 30. French waits at dummy half. Cass in good position here. On the last tackle. Lino. Engaged the line. Kicks the ball towards the back right. Looks similar to the last one. Think that's knocked on by Wormsley. Grounded by a Tony, I think that was. They are going to check it. Pretty sure there's a knock-on from Wakey, but it is at least worth a check just to make sure. On-field decision is no try. Video ref will check. Pretty sure there's a knock-on, but we'll see. And we've got another lost ball from Saints. And then a knock-on from Smith. He thinks is a strip. Saints have got to clean up the act here. They've got to clean it up. They've got enough presence in the forwards. They've got enough quality moving the ball around. Like, Saints have a good enough side. They are a good enough side. They've just got to complete sets. That's all they've got to do. Just complete sets. They've got enough in that side. They're up towards Wigan's 40 though. Now the 30 with Wormsley left as centre field. Clark will scoot from dummy half. On his right to Wellsby, who is now back on. Lomax sent to Sailor. Kicks the ball through. Collected by Wardle. On his own 20. Deals with that one. And no try is the decision in the other game. Marshall with a carry over the 20 for Wigan. O'Neill then to Walters, now to the 30. Cass have a lot of work to do inside their own territory. They're just over their own 10. Come on, Saints, lose temper. Maybe. Oh, Luke Thompson. Thompson is now on. A couple boos from the home crowd. But then there's J Field to silence them with a break. Nearly stopped. Off to Nsemba. He will be stopped maybe. Can he get an offload? Very close. Not quite. Not quite. Wigan in great field position now. Last tackle. 15 metres out. Centre field with Bevan French. Looks towards the short side left again. Field across to Wardle. Kicks the ball through. Collected on the full by Felt. Stopped over his own 10. So Saints with a bit of work to do inside their own half. Robertson with the next carry up towards the 20. Wakefield under a bit of pressure as well. They're on their own 10. There was a good kick on the last from Cass. 51 minutes on the clock. Truman in centre field at dummy half. Left to Pratt. Stopped on the 20. So now with Lino on his right to Walmsley. Was limping a few moments ago. Might have just walked it off. Next carry. That's a strong carry there from Scott. Up to the 40. Last tackle for Wakefield. Right to Lino. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tough one to take for Tex Hoy. Takes it cleanly. Now on his own 10. Up towards the 20. And there's a knock-on from field in the other game. And that is an important turnover. Important field position for Saints here. Very, very important. Saints got a penalty. Thought it was just a knock-on initially, but they got a penalty. Not sure what for. Escort, maybe? Yeah, that's pretty clear. All right, let's see what Saints can do. There is a 6 again for Cass, though. Break for Miller. 25 metres out. Saints and Cass in decent territory here, so keep an eye on both. Walmsley, a few metres out, left of the posts. Keep an eye on both here. Clark, right to Mbai. On his right to Wellesby. Not sure where to go. Caught down a dead end. He's going to be wrapped up. Lawler will play this 5 metres out. Saints about 15 metres out. Through centre field with Lees. Back over the 10. Stimson trying to crash over. Plays it in between the sticks. 6 again for Saints. Lomax is going to go himself. Stopped a few metres short. Cass popping up to Mellor. And Mellor's in. Cass retake the lead. Cass will retake the lead. They've turned up for this one massively. Not just when they show up once in a blue moon with their defence, but they're moving the ball around pretty well. They're creating plenty of opportunities here. And look at them go. 18-16 with a kick to come. Let's have a look at the other one. There was a possible high shot from Thompson. I would need to see a replay. Multitasking at its peak. Well, thanks very much. I'm trying. Mellor's had some good moments in this game. I haven't seen it yet. So it is a fresh set of 6. Let's get the score updated real quick. It is likely going to be 20 points to 16 for Castleford. Don't score yet, anyone. Don't score yet. Alright then. Saints right in front of the try line. Wellesby in the centre field pops up to Walmsley. And the ball pops out. Saints, what are you doing? Saints are going to be the reason for this loss. Unless they fix it. They just got to complete sets, for God's sake. They got to complete some sets. What are you doing? What are you doing? 52 minutes gone in that game. The kick was good from Tex Hoy as well. It's right in front of the sticks. So yeah, I am going to lose my bet because Wakefield are going to either lose this or not win by enough. Oh well. It is what it is. This stream, honestly, it keeps buffering. Let's stick with this for now. So Farrell takes up towards the 40 for Wigan. Slow play the ball. Leeming goes down the short side right. Eats up good meters over the halfway line. The ball comes out. Knock on, says the referee. As they turn over the ball in the midfield. Saints, do you mind doing something off the back of it? Just something. Just to make it kind of interesting. Switching over to the other game. Wakefield have possession. on their own 20. Next carry from Pratt. That's John Stone, sorry. I'm going to yawn. Excuse me. Next carry, now with Pratt. Offloads it to Truman. Steps past one up towards the 30. 2 tackles to go for Wakefield. Pits in centre field. Pops it across to Fartilli. Now towards the halfway line. Thank you. Smith on the last goes right to Lino. Puts boot to ball. Towards the post. Bounces once from the 10. Nearly over the dead ball line. Does go over the dead ball line. 7 tackle set. 20-metre tap for Tex Hoy. It's going to go himself. Is not really rushing for this one. And takes up towards the 30 already. So Cass could be in good territory by the end of this set. I'll switch over to the other one. And the streamer's buffered again. Saints on the last tackle. 54.5 minutes on the clock. 30 metres out. Kick towards the back left from Mbai. Or left of the posts. Field collects it cleanly. Wrapped up by Sheridan. Wigan inside their own 10. Marshall over the 10. Castleford Tigers with Tate. Takes it over the halfway line. 3 more tackles to go as well. Westerman hands it off to Griffin. He takes it over the 40, up towards the 30. Horn goes right to Westerman. Spins, now 20 metres out. Last tackle to Cass, inside the red zone. Horn, short side right to Atkins. Steps off his right foot. Kalen Ponga once again. Sorry, Atkin. Where's this come from? Wigan with a break as well. It's all happening. Possible try for Marshall. That's an... Okay, that's grounded by Lomax, so that's all good there for Saints, but that was nearly a try. Video ref's going to check this in the other game. Where's this come from Atkin? Where has this come from? There was a possible knock-on from Cass. That was my initial thought. Oh, that is touched by Wakey. This could be the lead extended for Cass. I think that might be a Cass try. Darryl Clark's going off for a HIA. Burns is now on. I think that should be a try for Cass. I don't want it to be for my bet and my prediction, but it should be a try. Saints will go long on a dropout. Ooh, that touch there might have been a knock. Ooh. It's close. It is very close. Wakefield have been horrendous today. Yeah, they've not been great. Not been great. Let's stick with Wigan, though. They are 20 metres out. We'll let the video ref do their thing over there. So we had Wire lose to Salford because they're shite and having Wakefield losing to Cass. Well, it just happens. Sometimes teams will show up. They just will. Sometimes. It happens to everyone at some point. Smith pops it up to Field, 5 metres out. Left of the post, Lehman on the last tackle, out the back to Smith, kicks cross field. And Percival will go up and take this one cleanly. Plays it 5 out from his own try line. Cross with a carry, just short of the 10 now. Next carry, now 15 out from the try line. And in the other game, it might be a try, actually. In the other game, it's going to be... This might be a try. Oh, it's no try. It's no try. I'd have to give that another watch properly, but I'm not sure what the issue was. But mate, Atkin, Ponga, what's happened to him? What have you been taking, Atkin? What are you on? Go on, share it with the group. I know your game, son. I know your game. Wakefield have possession on their own 10. A lot of work to do. $22 to go in the Cass vs Wakey game. So on that get a move to a better club. Could be. Wakey shifting the ball early in the tackle count here. Second tackle, Rourke up towards the 20. Come on, Wakefield. I need you to win by 19 points here. Just feel free to switch on any time, yeah? 4 tries and 4 kicks will do it perfectly. Griffin with a carry. Over the 30. And a bit of wayward stuff from Wigan here. 59 minutes on the clock. French trying to launch the ball across there to Eckersley. Let's have a look. Pops it across to Kieran. There was a switch back there. Kieran was expecting a switch back. French just wanted to pop the ball up to him. They just didn't read each other well enough in that moment there. But they turn over the ball in midfield again. Wigan have been, they've clearly been the better side. But they have still gifted a lot of good territory to Saints. They've still given them a lot of good field position. But Saints haven't capitalised on it. They've been getting a fair few offloads, moving the ball around. They've been getting inside the red zone, but they're not putting it together. They're not putting the final pieces together. Castle are shite, but power teams have always folded when the pressure is on. I don't get it. Who knows? You'll have to ask him. You'll have to just slide in his DMs and ask him. So Wakey are on their own 10 at the moment. Nearly an hour gone. Very close. There is an hour gone in this game, so we'll stick with this for now. Saints are 25 metres out. Left to him by. Pops up to Wellesby. Back inside to Sailor. Back to Wellesby. Nice little bit of movement there. But it's a penalty for Saints. Honestly, at this point, just take the 2. Honestly, at this point, just take any points you can get. Might as well. You've had how many penalties down this end? Five metres out and then a knock on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a Wire fan and I'm getting pissed off at Saints for not completing a set. What is happening? I'm a Wire fan that's pissed off at Saints for not playing well. It's getting on my nerves actually at this point. Complete a set, please. The basics piss me off. When teams don't do the basics, it gets right on my nerves. Doesn't matter who it is. What are they doing? What are they doing? I predicted Wigan to win as well, so I'm not even, I'm fine if Wigan wins. I've got no bet on it either. Just when teams do stupid stuff, it's right on my nerves. Castleford Tigers in good territory though. Let's see what they can do. 30 metres out, in centre field with Assey, out the back to Hoy. Then to Senior, good hands to Wallace down the left edge. Up towards the 10. 15 metres out, Tex Hoy in centre field, right to Westerman. Down the right edge now with Atkin. Go on, Kalen Ponga. Kicks the ball through. Oh, nearly. Tate is almost in. What a great kick from Atkin. That's a great return from Rourke. Rourke. That's the one. Nailed it first time. Mate. There's no way you're checking this. $18 minutes to go in the Cass Wakey game. That's probably not a try. Mate, Atkin. What's going on? Where has this come from? If Cass get this from Atkin more regularly, well, we're winning it all next year. Switching back to Saints in possession. They are 30 metres out. Slow play the ball from Sailor. It's with him behind centre field. Oh, a bunch of messages finally coming through. Shouldn't be annoyed, be happy. Just basics just annoy me. Can you let me know who's winning the forward battle in Wigan vs Saints? Well, I can't really pay too much attention. If I had to pick one... Do you know what? I'll let other people decide. Mistake from Mumbai. Oh my god. Phil Delaney's a big miss, and if so, definitely a shout for England. I could see Delaney for England. I could see that. Mate. This should say no try. It is no try. Okay. Right. We got stoppages in both. There was clearly a knock-on. Wakey had a break, and that's just gone now. Well, it's a 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set, so they'll take that. 15 and a half minutes ago, sorry. Hill with the latest carry for Wigan. Plays over Leeming in centre field. On his left now to Thompson. Up towards the 40. Important for Wigan to have him back. There's a switch back to Farrell. Up towards the halfway line. 2 more tackles to go in that set. Wormsley is on the bench for Wakey. French will kick towards the back right. That's well placed. That is beautifully placed. Under pressure, Eckersley's there to stop him. Plays it like a metre or two in front of his own try line. Cross, wrapped up 5 out. Percival takes it up towards the 10. Drag back a metre or two. Then gets an offload to Felt. He's then wrapped up. Good defence here from Wigan. Cass under a bit of pressure here, actually. I think there's a turnover for Cass. One way, you need a bunch of tries here. This has been disappointing from Saints. This has been quite disappointing. The 15 out from their own try line. Wellesby, left to him by. A little bit wayward, collected by Cross. Stopped 25 out from their own try line. Cass stuck on their own 10 right now. But I'll stick with Saints on the last. Sailor eating up some metres. Chips over the top. Chip and chase here. Shepherded by Farrell. Gets an offload to field. And they'll turn over the ball in centre field. Not great from Saints today. Started out so well. Ever since, like, the moment that Wigan kind of turned the tide of field position, Wigan were dominant from that point. And anything that Saints really got was off the back of mistakes from Wigan. And the amount of drop balls. Another set for what? I don't even know. Well, they've dropped it anyway. Bloody hell. Kicking the last from Cass. Wayward stuff. Rourke. Does he just... Don't tell me. Cass. That could be a try for Cass. That is all over the place. That is all over the place. Are we checking this one? Is he giving it? We are checking it. Video ref will have a gander. On-field decision is try. I saw the high ball. I saw the bounce. But just need to see other angles of other stuff. Could be a Castleford try. What is going on? Wellesby's playing 13? Yes, he was. That looks like it's just... There's a captain's challenge from Wigan. I think it was called as a knock-on. It looks like it's slapped out from Wellesby, so that's just going to be called a knock-on, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a knock-on. Not being funny, but a player like Bell in the bottom 6 teams and he changes their fortunes and seems to have Wellsby there in front of him. I get what you mean. Leslie. I like the idea of Wellsby at 13. His style, I think it kind of suits. Not that you'd normally like go out of your way to put him there, but I think in this situation, it kind of suits. So I don't mind it. I do like Bell. Best rugby player for you at the moment? In Super League, I can't look past Lockie Miller. In the NRL, I can't look past Nathan Cleary. Still doing a bunch of great stuff. But it's a lot more even in the NRL, I think, at the very top. But for me, right now, Lockie Miller is the best player in the comp. Performance-wise, I think he's top right now. Bell is on the field. I'll let the video ref do its thing over here, the other one. And by 25 metres out towards the 20, across to Wellsby. Gets an offload to Percival. Kick through, collected by Walters. Mate. Even if Saints score 1 and get the kick, it's not even game on yet. It'd still be a 10-point game. Well, sorry, an 8-point game minimum. I cannot see Saints coming back in this at all. Nwangani Tawaze, I knew what you meant anyway, Dingle, it's alright. Nwangani Tawaze, he's playing great at the moment. He's fantastic. Great job. And Cass actually got the try. The Cass will go to 24-16, likely 26. So let's have a look. So there was a kick on the last. Rourke let it bounce because it was probably swirling a bit. Kicked on, knocked on by Rourke, off to somebody, couldn't quite tell. Then offloads it. Horn stretches over. Well done, Cass. They have shown up. They've shown up big time. That's another game I'm likely going to be wrong with in my predictions video. Great. At least I got the 2 games correct this morning in the NRL. Got both winners. And one of the margins. Wakefield should be ashamed of themselves tonight. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Only if one of them were good, we'd probably get top 6. Well, there's always next year. And you know what they say about next year? It's always... Sorry if I just hurt anyone's ears. I probably should have been a bit quieter there. Sorry about that. Who should we go with? Cass with a bit of a break. Cass? Cass are 5 metres out. Lawler. Oh my god. Have I missed something here? I've got no sound in this game. Was it brought back? Oh, boo. It was brought back. Can you get an impression? Well, you can ask if it's in my locker. So I think in the other game it was pulled back for a knock-on from somebody. St. Helens, great territory. Can they score points or drop the ball? Wellsby switches back to Bell. He's going to be tackled 5 metres out between the sticks. The Saints even have an attack. Well, they've had one the last few weeks, but today kind of only showed up for the first quarter. They're shifting it right to Saylor. Robertson steps back inside slightly. It's with Wellsby. Kicks the ball through. No one's really chasing. Field. In goal. Tackled in goal. Right. Well, there you go. Repeat set for Saints. They technically completed a set. Interesting. Very interesting. You telling me this is rigged? Is it though, Stephen? Is it? Either wide to west or get him off. I mean, I can do the script of it, but I haven't really got the voice. Or I could just play the soundboard and lip sync. You'll never know. Who should I go with? Who should I go with? Saints are 40 metres out. Left to Mbai, up towards the 30. Wellesby pops up to Sirinen. 20 metres out. Over on the left-hand side of the field. Clark at dummy half. Shifting back towards the middle. Up towards the 10. 2 more tackles go for St Helens. Plays it for Mbai in centre field. Right to Wellesby. Across to Lomax. Across to Sailor. Then Robertson. Bats the ball on to Felt. Picks the ball up. Stop near the right-hand side of the field. Or the right touchline. Plays it 5 metres out. Robertson. Back towards the middle. And it's a 6 again for Saints. Whitley. Will play the ball roughly the same distance away. Wakefield in good territory as well. Wakefield and Saints looking good here. Lino. Across to Truman. Now with Rourke. Might have the numbers here. Griffin. Percival is dragged back. I'm on both. Was that a knock-on from Percival? Again. It is. Okay, we're sticking with Wakefield then. Last tackle. So with Lino. Kicks the ball through. Well placed, actually. I think that was grounded by a Cass player first. A Tony shaking his head there. He's not confident. But I do think it's a Cass player that touched it first. No try given on field. Video ref will check. Saints are going to challenge the decision of a knock-on. That looks like a knock-on to me. Let's see what's happening in the other game. Wakefield do have plenty of time to come back here. The scoreline's close enough and they've got enough time to come back. Let's see who gets this down first. Pretty sure Assy grounds that. If it's not seen as grounding, that's definitely a goal line dropout. What's the cast score? Great question. Wish I could tell you. He's the reason they've lost it. He's a reason. He's not the reason. There's plenty of others who have been dropping this ball as well. He's not been great, but it's not all on him. Okay, we'll wait and see what happens in the other game in a second, but switching over. Don't think a touch judge should say anything at all. Leave it all to video ref. Well, they can have a say. If they're confident that they've seen something, they should be able to voice, what they've seen. So there's a goal line dropout for Cass. So Wakey building a bit of pressure here inside Cass territory. Kick on the last here from Wigan, collected by Sailor on his own 20, now out towards the 30. It is now with Mbai, shifting it left. It's with Cross, a few metres short of the 30. Waking good territory as well. Good hands on the left head, it's a little bit wayward. Collected by Mella. Was that touched by Cass? They have a challenge. Will they use it? We'll see. But Saints shifting the ball down the right edge, over halfway. Ball steal? Mate, what is happening with Saints today? Interesting. So Wigan are 40 metres out. Wakefield are 20 metres out. Hood in centre field. On the 20. Shifting it left. Rourke across to Johnstone. Nearly into touch. He's pushed into touch. It's not been Wakey's day either. Shake of the head from Daryl Powell. Or Dazzle Pazzle, as I like to call him. I don't. But we could start. We could certainly start. Switching over. Smith with the kick through, collected by Saylor. Of course he drops the ball. Where's a penalty for Wigan anyway? Four and a half minutes to go. Yeah, that'll be Wigan's victory there. Cass will play the ball just short of their own 30. What has happened to Saints today? Only team you don't like is FC. Just think Wigan gets away with too much. That's Alex Foy. He's firm but fair. Firm but fair. Wigan are 10 metres out. Cass are up towards halfway. With 10 minutes to go in their game. So still, actually, there's still time for Wakey. There's time for Wigan to extend the lead. If Saints could find 8 points and get my exact score prediction correct, then that would be splendid. I think I said 18-12. I can't quite remember. But Ellis, nearly in. Might be in. Maybe. He's confident. On-field decision is no try. Video ref will check. Possible double movement. Okay. Well, I don't think you can say that Wigan haven't earned it. I think we could all agree Wigan have probably earned the win. And Saints have earned the loss. I kind of feel like Saints have earned the loss more than Wigan's earned the win. Not to put down their hard work, but Saints have been shocking. I think we can all agree with that one. People that have been watching. I don't think there's any way that could be anything other than double movement there. We got a mess in the other game, which I've just missed. Of course I did. Could be a try for Wakey. Could be a try. It's going to be checked. We've got 2 video refs going on. Look at me go. On-field decisions a try. Well, we need one game to be close. So we'll see. So pretty sure that's double movement in that one. So Johnstone had a break down the left edge. Stays in field. Back inside. Don't think it was touched by Atkin. Might have been touched by a different cast player. I think... That's hard to tell. That is hard to tell. Do Australia have anyone put for the Ashes? You mean out? Did you mean out? Like major injuries and stuff? Okay, this sounds like there's going to be no try for Wigan. And we're still checking the other possible try as well. Looks a bit inconclusive, we can't quite tell. No. Honestly, no. For what they'd be picking, or who they'd be picking from, no, I don't think they're missing anybody, really. Kalen Ponga, I think, would be the only option, but they've still got Reece Walsh, Dylan Edwards. They've got Coates, Lomax, Nwangani Tawaze. They've got Toya, Trebojevic, Hamaso Tabo Fidao. They've got Latrell Mitchell. No, Mitchell's fit, I think. They've got Dearden, Cleary, Munster, Moses, even Hines if they want to use him. They're all fit. Haas converted to Samoa, so luckily we don't have to play him, but I would have liked to have played him. Tino's fine. Lindsay Collins is fine. Carrigan's fine. Isaiah's fine. Crichton. I think they're all fine, to be honest, Dingle. They're all fine. But I want that anyway. I want Australia's strongest team. I want to know where we're at. I want their strongest, but it doesn't include Haas, which is disappointing. So it was, in the end, a try, or actually waiting on the decision. So this is actually going to be, for Wakefield, it's going to be a try. They answer back. They answer back. This is a fairly important kick as well. They don't need to get it, but it would be very helpful if they did. 26-20 with a kick to come. The kick is... Oh, the kick's good as well. 26-22. And there is, for Saints versus Wigan, there is a penalty for Wigan, I think. Yep. Okay, so at least we've actually got a game on in one of the two. And this is why I do both games, Alex. This is why I do both, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Wigan up towards halfway. Leeming, with 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, will go left to Smith. Engages the line up towards St Helens 40. They could go for one just to rub salt into the wound. So now with Ellis in centre field on the 40, goes out the back to French. Takes a carry himself up towards the 30. Wakey in decent territory as well. Last tackle. Wakey from 40 metres out. Kick towards the post. Wallace lets it bounce. Don't let it bounce. Oh no, don't let it bounce. Rourke is tackled a metre in front of the try line. Wallace. Just imagine it's some Wensleydale next time, Wallace. Alright. God. How do you think we can beat Australia with all the players you've just named? Well, how does any underdog beat the favourite? You got to complete sets, you got to kick to the corners, you got to defend with discipline and with quick line speed. You got to slow down the ruck as much as you can on top of it. You got to make sure you don't miss tackles, and you got to prevent offloads. If we do those, we'll be in a good spot. So all you need as a minimum when you're the underdogs is do the basics. That's what you got to do. So it is full time. 18-4 to Wigan. Definitely deserve that one. Saints just constantly throwing that away. Constantly throwing it away. Damn. Don't think we'll do the basics. Well, we should. That's why I think Smith should be in there. They'll probably crumble under pressure. I don't know about that. I think you might be underestimating us there. So that is a successful challenge for Wakefield. Right, I can get sound on this game now. Okay. 4-point lead. We'll finish this with Cass versus Wakefield. My bet is going to... Yeah, I'm going to lose my bet. I needed Wakefield to win by 17 points, which ain't going to happen. So Wakey, 5 metres out with Fartilli. Takes a carry through centre field. I'll get back to the chat in a second. Just sticking with this. There's a switchback. Strong carry there from... Is that Tony? It is. He's going to play this a metre in front of the try line. Left to Lino, across to Truman. Cut out pass across to Griffin. Drag towards the touchline. Nearly in touch. Nearly. Very close. 6 minutes to go. I wouldn't mind this going to extra time, actually. Golden point. Wouldn't mind it. Hood in centre field. Right to Lino. Across to Truman. Out the back to Rourke. Great shift in there from the Cast defensive line. Rourke cuts back towards the middle. Still going. Gets an offload. So now with Hood, offloads it to Staunton. Last tackle. Hood in centre field goes right to Truman. Steps off his right foot, steps again. Offloads it to Hood. Option on his left. Switch back to Lino. Stepping towards the try line. And he's going to be stopped 2 meters in front of the try line. Well done, Cass. Good scramble. 5 minutes to go. We've got a game on here, folks. The Cass fans look calm, but in here, I don't think so. I don't think so. How do you feel about why women pulling out the league? Should their results be expunged? I used to run esports competitions, and whenever a team was kicked out of the league, everyone got, like, it was best of fives, so you could get a 3-0 win. Everyone was gifted an automatic 3-0 win if a team backed out. So, yes, basically. The way they do it currently is you get a 48-0 win. Every team should be given a 48-0 win if they've backed out of the league. I think that's how it should be done. So then it evens it out across the whole league. Cass have lost the ball on their own 20. Are they going to challenge? They will challenge it. This game is good. This game is getting good. Well, it has been good. Wait, but you said Wakefield Salford shouldn't be 48-0? Well, yeah, because I don't think it should, but that's what it is. So if that's what it is, then that's what it should be. But I think they should change it. But I don't mind the teams getting like the 2 points, like so then it's even and fair across the board. And then the results against everybody else matters. I'm not sure if it's Dave that's on the account. I assume it's Dave. I'll do my best. I'm going to deal with this one, and I'll head over, and we'll see. We will see. I can't guarantee. Can I guarantee? "100% just saying this because Salford smashed wire, JK. It's rage baiting." I don't know what you mean anyway. I'm not sure what you mean as opposed to like free wins and stuff. That's if they backed out. Oh, penalty for Cass. Oh dear. I feel like Wakey's kind of thrown this one away a little bit as well. A lot of mistakes from them. I don't mind a good game anyway. Don't mind it. 3 minutes to go. Cass are 40 metres out. Now it's Stimson up towards the 30. Second tackle in centre field. Horn goes right to Assey. Eats up a few metres. And Horn will take this about 15 metres out. If Cass score here is definitely over. Stimson left to Mellor. Over the 10. He's going to play this about 5 metres out. Left of the sticks. Last tackle. Short side left to Lewis Senior. Just to play the ball in front of the try line. Doesn't quite ground it on the try line. Good night, Alex. Good night. So 2 minutes to go. This could be Wakefield's last chance of the game. Unless they get a few six agains. They'll need one or two, possibly. And they will need to shift the ball. They're stuck on their own 10 right now. Second tackle. Minute 45 to go. Hood goes left to Truman. Across to Rourke. Stepping back towards the middle. Switches back. Now over the 20. Nicotimo down the left edge. They go down the short side left. Hood across to Griffin. Ooh, flicks it onto Johnstow. Excuse me. Up towards halfway. 2 tackles to go. It's now with Truman. Out the back to Lino. Oh, bit of space down the right edge. It's now with Scott. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can. It's with Rourke over the 30. Pops it up to a Tony. 1 minute to go. Last tackle. 20 metres out. This could be it. Lino nearly falling over. Rourke kicks the ball through. Tackled in goal. Okay, so they will get about 20 seconds here. Wakey, they needed that. They weren't going to get a 6 again, but they'll take that. Cass will eat up as much time as they can. Leslie, have you watched my videos? I don't think you have. Going short would be an interesting call. But it's a long dropout. Up towards the halfway line. Fartilli over the 30. So 10 seconds to go. This is it. This is the last play. This is the last play. Slow there from Westerman getting up. Kick towards the back. Oh, that's an awful kick from Truman. That is awful. Into touch by Cass. Oh my God. They've done it. Well, Cass certainly turned up. Out of nowhere. And Atkin, where did that come from again? Where did that come from? Well, again, Leslie, I don't think you watch my videos then. I criticise when it's fair to criticise. (26-22) to Wakefield. Damn. Great start from Cass. Great start. Looked like they could have started to lose it slightly. And then they just got back on track. They were solid for 70 minutes in that game. Cass did a really good job. Moved the ball around nicely. Defended fairly well at times as well. Had a bit of pressure to deal with. And created a lot of opportunities. I think Cass did a fantastic job today. Really played above their usual level. I've talked about this before in plenty of predictions videos about Cass once in a blue moon. They'll come up with something. Like, just from absolutely nowhere, they'll come up with something. They did it tonight. I even said in my predictions video that I've talked about that before, but they've not done it for months. So I didn't think they'd do it again. And then there you go, they show up and do it. That's just typical, isn't it? Genuinely think we're doing the 6-minute really do? Well, it's definitely doable. What do Hull FC have to do now to get top 6? I will check in a second. Let's have a look. Atkin with man of the match, rightly so. Kalen Ponga. Look at him go. Right then, tables. Actually, SofaScore might have it live right now. Is there any NFL on tonight as well? There might be. There might be. Okay. So as of right now, Wakefield have... Oh, that might not be right. Okay, Wakefield are 3 points ahead of Hull. Hull have a game in hand. So Wakefield need to beat KR or Salford. Salford could be trickier. If Wakefield do that again, and Salford kind of show up as they have been the last couple of weeks, could be trickier. Hull FC, let's have a look. So first of all, well, they will kind of need to beat Hull KR, to be honest. They at least need to beat Warrington and Catalans. It is very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Just need to beat Cats and Y. I hope Rovers beat Wakey. Well, they might do. It is on. It's definitely on. FC need some players to return. They do. Must be the only mug to back Wakefield tonight. You're not, Stephen. Trust me, you're not. I had the minus 16 on a bet. Thought Wakey was 1 point ahead. Well, they were, but now it's 3. Now, looking at the Super League table, on the Super League website, they're currently 1 point ahead. Oh, yeah, SofaScore added on... Yeah, SofaScore is like a bit skew-if at the moment, actually. After all the Salford stuff, theirs is a bit off. I don't think they've fixed it properly. So... Yes, Wakefield's 1 point ahead, sorry. They're 1 point. So... Yeah, so Hull FC need Wakefield to lose, or Hull FC can allow Wakefield to win 1, as long as Hull FC win 2. So Hull FC has to win 1 more game than Wakefield in the final 2/3 games. There we go, sorted. Sorted. He did 1-7, 6-fold, lost due to it. Oh dear. Sorry about that, Stephen. Yeah, it's just SofaScore Finn. It's like it's all they kind of messed theirs up. I am trying to fix stuff on my website, by the way. Like I'm trying to update the code and stuff. So I learned some code a few months back. I know a bit of code. Look at me go. But I'm updating it for next year so that the website is up to date and that it's a bit more efficient. FC are favourites now. I don't know about favourites. It's not necessarily done because you like. It's not guaranteed against Warrington or Catalans. So it's not guaranteed yet. You're still favourites for both of those, but it's still going to be tough. Excuse me. God damn. FCK on Sunday? Yes. Okay, I'm going to head off. I will head off. Anyway, hope all of you are well. There's a link in the live stream chat for the new Patreon membership. All the perks are on there. So if you want to join, feel free to do so. Won't be doing monthly giveaways until we're at 10 members. And there won't be any predictions on fantasy leagues yet, but there can still be the members-only chats and behind-the-scenes content as well that you can get. So check out the link in the live stream chat. Have a gander. If you want to join, go for it. Okay then. I'm going to call it a day there. If I don't see you again, have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, see you.